when you buy a single family house, the real benefit of buying a single family house isn't the $100 that you make per month on your $20,000 investment to get that home. It is the equity that's built up over a period of time that you can then tap into and then use that to buy more homes or larger properties, whatever you choose to do, while still maintaining that 100 or 200 or 300 or $400 a month cash flow from that single family home. And uh, that certainly could be argued. There are, I'm sure, a decent amount of people who purchased single family homes and they bought for cash flow, which I did when I was buying single family homes. I was thinking, hey, this is good cash flow play. But the reality is, at least from my personal experience, is I've got these 3 single family homes. They make a tiny bit of money, relatively speaking, 100, $200 a month. And I have $350,000 worth of equity trapped in them. So I'm in the process, once each of the residents' leases expire, I'm going to sell them to a primary resident owner and, sell them off over the next year to 2 years. Because, $600, $200 to $600 a month versus $350,000 of trapped equity. Which one do I want to get? And someone might say, well, why don't you just do a refinance on these, and then you can get some of the equity, and then you might cash flow. And that's actually an option that I might consider, but I'd rather just not deal with them. But the point is the cash flow isn't the best thing to think of when you're buying single family homes, but rather it's the equity appreciation.
Yeah, we're kind of in a similar situation because we have one single family home in Cincinnati, the one that we used to live in, that we're renting out, and kind of we've been considered kind of selling as well, because it's not necessarily cash flowing a ton, and we do have a lot of equity that's trapped in there, as you mentioned, similar to your situation. And the cash flow isn't something that we're super excited about, because it's only like $100 a month on a $300,000+ property. So it definitely makes sense to sell. We're just we're gonna wait, similar to you, for our lease to expire, so we can sell it to someone who would actually live there, as opposed to having an investor is not going to buy it because it doesn't make sense from an investment standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in a similar situation.